You canned up rhubarb. Now what do? Let's make some bread. Hello everyone and welcome to SuttonsDaze. If you're new here, my name is Lisa and we are all about pantry preparedness, my friends. Part of that is learning how to use what we've put up if you didn't know. This is canned rhubarb. Oh, yes, yes, yes. And I got it last year and I put it up in the jars and I've been using it for blueberry rhubarb pie and different things. But I'm going to show you how to use this to make an amazing quick bread. Let's get started. I'm going to go through this real quick, but as you know, there's a link down below for the recipe, okay? But we need a pint of rhubarb, we need a large egg, we need a cup of sour cream, a half a cup of vegetable oil, 1 cup of sugar, we need some vanilla extract, some baking powder and salt, and then 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and a bowl. Preheat that oven now for 350. Rhubarb season is short and beautiful, and if you are used to having rhubarb available to you, then you know how amazing it is, and you may not know all of the really cool things that you can make with it. So for this particular quick bread recipe, I am adding the sour cream, the oil, there we go, okay, and the egg. Let's do this. There we go. And then we're going to add the rhubarb. Wah, 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 wah. Yes. All of it. The simple syrup that it's in and everything. Okay. We're going to add that all right in. And then we're going to mix it all up. This is so good. You guys are going to be converted forever. Yes. Canned rhubarb is a fantastic thing to have on your shelf. Okay, so there it is all mixed up, right? Now we're going to add in the sugar, the baking powder, and the salt. And we're going to mix that up. Now remember, it's a quick bread, so it's going to be that, like banana bread. Okay, that's the easiest way to describe it. So you just want to get that stuff all incorporated. You're not really beating the heck out of it, which is why you don't need an electric mixer. You can do this by hand, okay? Now you can do 2 teaspoons of vanilla or to your taste. Well, I happen to be a vanilla fan, so I just pour until my soul tells me not to anymore. Yes, I do. So, so good. A bunch of us were chatting about rhubarb, and my buddy Renee at Pike Creek Farm mentioned her rhubarb bread, and I went, oh my goodness gracious. And so I went about developing a recipe that I could use using my canned rhubarb, because the rhubarb that I've got coming up right now, I will just can that. I would rather use the canned rhubarb and use the fresh stuff for any pies that I make here coming up real quick. But that's it. You don't want to beat up the batter. You just want to fold in that flour, and that's where she's at. It's beautiful. Now you're going to take your typical loaf pan, and you are going to line it, okay, with parchment paper. And you may have to fit it just a tiny bit. Folding works great. Parchment paper doesn't care. No, it does not. Okay, so there you go. This is going to make pulling it out of the pan that much easier, my friends. Now we're just going to spoon that into the loaf pan. And then just take a minute to even it out if it needs it. Take about a tablespoon of sugar and just sprinkle it across as evenly as you can. Now it goes in the oven. Ooh, I can't wait for this to come out. Just out of the oven. Look at that. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, so we're going to let this sit for about 15 minutes, and then we'll pull the parchment out. It is always a good idea to do the toothpick test, right? I think it's been about 15 minutes. I'm not patient. I'm definitely not a patient person. Okay, so, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to pull it out. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, beautiful bread. Beautiful bread. Look at that beautiful bread. You know we're going to have to get Phil for a taste test, right? Yes, we are. Hey, Phil's going to do a taste test. Yes, he is. What? What's the verdict? Mm-hmm. You can taste the rhubarb. Mm-hmm. Good stuff? It has that nice tang from the rhubarb. Be sure to check out this video here to learn how to can your own rhubarb. Good stuff. Okay.